Hey, Mommy is going to invite a lot of people for Thanksgiving, but no turkey this time. Thanksgiving? Eating turkey? What are you talking about? Well, you don't know about Thanksgiving? No. Let's learn the history of Thanksgiving. Yay!
On the fourth Thursday of November, people in United States celebrate Thanksgiving, a national holiday honoring the Pilgrims and Native Americans who came together to have a historic harvest feast.
Oh, wait! Pilgrims? Who were these pilgrims?
So, the Pilgrims were a group of English settlers who left Europe in search of religious freedom in the Americas. The Pilgrims were part of a religious group called Separatists. They were called Separatists because they wanted to separate from the Church of England and worship God in their own way. They were not allowed to do so in England, where they were persecuted and sometimes put in jail for their beliefs. Total 102 pilgrims set sail aboard a ship called Mayflower. After the 2 months of long, rough voyage across the Atlantic Ocean, these pilgrims finally found land. They reached New England in America, but things did not get any easier for them. They were not prepared for the cold winter of Northeast America. Many people got sick and died over the first winter. By the end of the winter, only 47 out of the original 102 settlers were still alive. The Native Americans that lived in the same area of Plymouth colony in New England made some contacts with these pilgrims. They taught them how to plant corn, where to hunt fish, how to survive through the winter. Without their help, the pilgrims would not have survived. The pilgrims held a feast after their first harvest in 1621. They invited these Native Americans to join them. This feast is sometimes called the first Thanksgiving. They continued this tradition, and in 1623, when they were celebrating the end of a long drought, they began to call this feast Thanksgiving. The first National Thanksgiving Day was proclaimed by President George Washington in 1789. However, it did not become a regular holiday in the United States until 1863, when Abraham Lincoln declared that the last Thursday in November should be celebrated as Thanksgiving. Since then, it has been celebrated every year in the United States. The day was made an official federal holiday and moved to the fourth Thursday of November in 1941 by President Franklin Roosevelt. In some other countries, Thanksgiving is celebrated in a different way and in a different time of the year. In Germany, Thanksgiving is called Erntedankfest and is celebrated in early October. Labor Thanksgiving Day is celebrated annually in Japan on the 23rd of November to celebrate labor and production as well as to give thanks to one another. Korea celebrates a day of thanks called Chuseok, which occurs in late September. Rome's version of Thanksgiving is a harvest festival called Cerealia. It is a day to honor the goddess of corn, Ceres. Cerealia is celebrated on October 4th every year. The Chinese version of Thanksgiving is called Shung Shui. It is a 3-day celebration that occurs in the middle of August.
Now some fun facts about Thanksgiving.
each year, a live turkey is presented to the President of the United States, who then pardons the turkey and it gets to live out its life on a farm. Around 46 million turkeys were eaten in the United States on Thanksgiving. Around 88% of Americans eat turkey on Thanksgiving. Researchers say that turkey was not on the menu at the first Thanksgiving. Interesting, huh? The day after Thanksgiving is called Black Friday. It is the biggest shopping day of the year.
Now you know the whole history about Thanksgiving. Before you go to enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner, can you please press the subscribe button down here for me? Bye-bye.